What the fuck? What's up, guys? What's going on? It's Jugs. What the fuck was that? I don't know. I'm a little hyper right now. Had a lot of sugar, and I figured I'd do something cool for the fast motion. I don't know what. So I ended up just sounding like a pig being gutted. But what are you gonna do? So I believe this map is called Gravel Pit, and I'm playing Scout on it, which is my favorite class in the game because of how fast-paced it is and how much skill it requires to play. And when you're a good Scout, the skill gap between you and other classes is just enormous. So that's why I love playing the Scout, but you know, I'm not always great with it. I'm not the best Scout in the world, apparently. A lot of people remind me that every day because people apparently really genuinely believe that I think I'm the best Scout in the game. So yeah, then there's that. So no, I don't actually think I'm the best Scout in the game, as I always have to mention before a Scout video, because people will fucking flame the shit out of me. So yeah, so right now I'm just looking for people to shoot. Nothing really too eventful going on, but I do fucking pwn in this game. I go pretty ham on some bros. You want to make sure you don't keep your back to here. I'm just strafing. John told me not to jump too much against soldiers, just because they can launch a rocket right as you're falling down from your double jump. So that's something that I try to do now. I try to strafe rather than jump around, which is working out for me pretty well. But you see those entrances on B where there's those two little like elevated exits for the blue team are. You really want to make sure you don't keep your back in that direction, because you'll get shot. And here I see two scouts. I thought that scout on my left that killed me was a red scout, so that was my bad. You know, that was just color blindness going to work for me there. But had I known, I should have confronted the guy that was actually posing a threat to me and let the guy run away, so that maybe I could survive. But what are you gonna do? So always go for the medic that's healing the scout, or whoever it's healing. I don't know why that medic was healing a fucking scout, but that's not a good sign. That's a sign that that medic doesn't usually know what he's doing, or you know, the person that he was initially healing was killed. So I'm gonna assume that it was because the person he was initially healing was killed, because that makes me look less horrible. It makes me look better, like a better player when I kill these people. So let's go with that. Now, pro tip, don't miss. You saw when I killed that guy that the demo was going after, I was team shooting, but because I didn't miss, I actually got the kill instead of him. So that's something that you guys always got to keep in mind. Most of the time as a scout, you're going to be playing cleanup guy. You're going to be the janitor. You're just going to be cleaning up kills. So you're going to be shooting at people that have already taken damage. You want to make sure that you're in the fray, you're in the fight, you're in where all the action is at. You don't want to be playing too defensively as a scout. I mean, when I say don't play too defensively, I don't mean don't run away when you need to run away. And here I'm not missing. I missed my last shot, and I got backburned. Pyro needs to be nerfed in so many ways, in my opinion. I think they need to nerf his mobility, or his 15% extra damage with the backburner, or his 100% critical hits with the backburner, because that's retarded, or his air blast that puts you straight up rather than blow you away, because that limits all your mobility as a mobile class. Or how about the Pyro's mobility himself? He moves like the fastest out of the medium like health classes. Fucking lame. But let's not rant about why the Pyro needs to be nerfed or how annoying he is. Let's just talk about the gameplay. And so here I'm just making sure I'm cleaning up anybody running away, trying to keep my confrontations to a one-on-one, which is where you're gonna excel as a scout. And yeah, I'm trying to team shot on this guy, because you never really know how much health somebody has until you start shooting at him. And there's a subscriber I just blasted out of the air. Pro tip, don't miss. It'll work for you, I promise. It'll do you good. So luckily that soldier was shooting at somebody else, which gave me the leeway to miss a little bit, but I shouldn't have missed at all. But here's the scout. This scout does not know what he's doing. It's a terrible scout. You never want to drink that drink. I don't know, I think it's called Atomic or Bonk. It's one of the two. You never want to drink that drink and then just run straight into the fucking gangbang, because you're gonna get owned when you come out of it. It makes no sense why he did that. Obviously not the greatest player in the world, but clearly, you know, I'm not playing CVOP. This isn't, there's no MLG on PC as far as I know. This isn't ESEA fucking TF2. So this is just pubs, and I have no illusions about you know, my skill level, because I dominate in pubs. So you see, when somebody retreats to a mob, you want to retreat yourself, as a scout, mind you. Maybe as a heavy you could go into that mob and destroy everything, But as a scout, you want to retreat yourself, but make sure that you stay shooting at that one target that you were already doing damage on, because you could walk away with a kill. And when you don't miss, you kill subscribers and you feel good about yourself. And here I'm spy checking that little corner, because a lot of people, especially people with cloak and dagger, like to hang out there in that little shack and just rebuild their meter or whatever. And I saw this pyro took a little damage. He's walking this way, so I know he's looking for a health bar or a little health bottle, which means that he's low on health, and it means that I can play the janitor, which is mainly what you're going to be doing as scout. You're going to be the janitor. You're going to be cleaning up kills. You're rarely ever, if you're playing the scout right and you're not going solo and trying to do everything by yourself, which is going to be pretty unsuccessful for you most of the time. And you're going to be in the middle of the action, and when you're in the middle of the action, you want to get people running away from the fight. You want to get people that don't exactly see you. And here I make a mistake. I'm shooting at this guy from a distance when he doesn't even see me. Instead, what I should have done was run up to him. Luckily, he didn't see me at all because he was too focused on killing somebody else. What I should have done is sneak up behind him the entire way and make sure that my shots were meat shots, because you're gonna miss a few shots, and if you can ensure that the shots you get that you're playing to your anonymity. As a scout, one of your strengths is that you're stealthy. But anyways, watch this. Just watch. I won't even talk. Grizz. Now let's take a look at that shot again, because that was pretty damn awesome. Now I see a pyro and I see a scout using that fucking invincibility thing. The pyro is going to be the most problematic at this stage of the game, so I decided to go after the pyro, who I think dropped down, but he didn't. So I go back up and I grizz him. And that's what happens when you don't miss. You get epic ass shots that could be in a montage if it were not for the fact that you were using it in a gameplay, and you're not that type that likes to put commentary clips in a montage. So yeah. Now the scout and the medic, I was gonna go after the soldier and the medic, because he was on fire and he probably took a little damage, but that would be a bad decision. That would be an impatient decision to make, especially in that setting that he was in. He was in a very like tight surrounding, and that would have been death for me. Now you see that scout that just ran in there. That's when hats come in handy. When enemies are wearing different kinds of hats, that's when he runs in there. And despite the fact that there are multiple classes of the same, there are multiple enemies of the same class, you will be able to identify which of the enemies is the guy that you're already doing damage to. But unfortunately, I didn't think of that at the time, and I thought, just get the hell out of there. I don't want to go in a room full of enemies as a scout. So that's what I did. But that's something to keep in mind as a TF2 player, let alone a scout whose main job is to pick off stragglers. Now here what I'm doing is, since nobody's at C, I'm trying to push out a little bit, trying to put the pressure on the other team, making sure that they don't get to set up around the area, because all they need to do is set up teleports and like right there, and then there's going to be a constant rush of enemies coming at C from all angles, and that's not what I want. So I'm just spy checking the pyro, because mainly spies are going to be disguised as pyros, and luckily this soldier doesn't see me, and I start strafing around. He can't hit me. He shoots the ground and splash damages himself, because he was on a minuscule amount of health. And yeah, so that really worked in my favor. Now I'm doing damage to the soldier. I thought I could finish him off, but fortunately for him, he has a heavy right there, and I don't want to try to get that kill with a heavy watching his back, especially when that heavy's not shooting at anyone else. So luckily I turned the corner, and there's another medic just fucking free right there. So that's good. Don't miss. That was the same guy, I think, that I was shooting at. Luckily he was also on low health, and I get the kill. So patience has its rewards. Now this guy just fucking turns on me. What are you gonna do? Heavy, it's not very hard to turn on people. There was not really too much I could do there as a scout, because it was such an enclosed environment. But anyways, that's the end of the gameplay. I didn't do anything too significant at the end. We actually end up losing. I don't know how the hell we lose after I raped so hard, but that's it. So rate the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. This has been